Cabins, Ontario.
Happy Walleye Wednesday.
So here we are with the ladies of Hearst. We want to say it's a
Happy Walleye Wednesday.
From Fushimi Cabins.
Happy Walleye Wednesday.
From Typer's Bait and Tackle up in Hearst, Ontario.
Happy
Walleye Wednesday. Fushimi Lake. It's Walleye Wednesday. Happy Walleye Wednesday. Yeah, baby. Hey, folks, it's Walleye Wednesday, and I am currently in the Martin River area. And if you're familiar with this area, you're familiar with this icon. This is an oversized walleye that sits outside of the Rock Pine Motel here in the Martin River area. And I'm currently here because I'm on my way back from Hearst, Ontario, where I was accompanied by my good friend, Alan Gibbins from Fish Finders TV. Now, neither Alan or I have been that far north before for any kind of fishing pleasure, and both of us went up there with the sole purpose of helping promote Fushimi Cabins on Fushimi Lake. To the owners, Raoul, Monia, Dan, and Don, I want to thank you on behalf of both Alan and I for extending the red carpet and showing that northern hospitality and make it the kind of experience that it truly was this past week. Now, I can't necessarily speak on behalf of Alan, but I'll tell you, I have never experienced fishing like I did this past week. If you are into walleye, pike, and perch, that is a fishery that you need to get to because it is one of a kind. But along the way, there was a lot of firsts for not only Walleye Wednesday, but CFN as well. One, as I said, we've never been that far north for any kind of fishing trip or any kind of fishing pleasure. And the other thing was we were able to do a Walleye Wednesday live on the water. But I'll tell you, the true gem of this entire week was getting to know this week's profile. To say that I knew Sebastien Lizotte before I headed to Hearst was to say I knew his name. What I found out this past week was that he was not only a well-versed and experienced angler, but he was a pretty top-shelf kind of dude. And when it comes to the kind of message that we are trying to send at Walleye Wednesday, nobody hammers it home better than Sebastian. We were in the midst of a shoot, as I said, for Fish Finders TV, and we were also keeping some walleye for that evening's shore lunch. And during the shoot, I managed to catch what I thought was maybe a 4 or 5 pound walleye. And I don't know anything about Fushimi Lake. I certainly don't know anything about the numbers of walleye other than what we were catching during this past week, which were incredible numbers. But when I held it up and I had taken the pick, I looked up to the front of the boat to Sebastian. And I said, Sebastian, are we keeping this fish? And without any hesitation, without any thought, he said, absolutely not. And with the release of that fish, I knew everything I needed to know about Sebastian when it comes to being a big proponent of catch and release and understanding the importance of selective harvest. He is a well-known angler on the Northern Ontario Walleye Trail. He is a name to watch for. He's an up-and-comer. And as I said before, he's an awesome dude. And I want to personally thank Sebastian for taking us out this past week and showing us everything we needed to know about the type of walleye angling I have never experienced. I've never experienced such shallow water angling, and he showed me a thing or two, I'll tell you. Anyway, here's some of his picks, and as I said, thanks very much, Sebastian, for participating in this week's Walleye Wednesday. So there you have it, guys. Another Walleye Wednesday is in the books from here on beautiful Fushimi Lake. And if you ever get the chance to come up to Hearst, don't pass by this place. It is an incredible fishery, and I have so many people to thank. First of all, Alan, thanks yet again for joining me up here.
Thank you, Scotty. Yeah, it's been a fantastic trip.
We did get a successful episode up here for Fish Finders TV.
We did.
First and foremost, the people that own this incredible cabin, Raoul and Monia. I tell you, and Don and Dan for putting us up here. You guys have been incredible hosts. You have done everything in your utmost to make sure it was a pleasurable stay. Crystel for treating us like the mother hen, looking after us, feeding us very well. And first, I'll tell you, last but not least, Sebastian, you have been the ultimate guide. It was a pleasure to finally meet you, and you put us on the fish. And as I say, guys, till next week from probably down in the big smoke, be responsible anglers, catch your limit your catch, and practice catch and release every chance you get. Till next week, guys, all the best. Take care.
Happy Walleye Wednesday.